She ain't getting away with that shit
right now.
Johnny Zell's gonna give him some major shit.
Screaming at you guys last night. All the other bands, I was just like, yeah. Stonebreed came out and I lost my voice in the second song.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
Yeah, I was watching you. I was kind of disappointed you guys were telling me about them and introducing me to them and all this shit, and you're over there doing what I was doing. Fuck, I'm tired.
Dude, I was up at 4:30 in the morning scratching my nuts, falling off the couch trying to
These
get
motherfuckers were all over Vegas throwing up them flyers, man.
That was a little rude.
I mean, everywhere.
It's kind of a visual I really don't
That's
want to
the
see.
promotion.
Yeah, me either.
TFI, sorry.
That's rock and roll, though, right?
That's a promotion thing,
He
buddy.
was online 13 minutes ago. Mr. Zell.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? All of us.
Where the fuck are you?
We're all going to hit his ass up right now.
Oh, he just read my message, so let's see
David
what he
Reed
says.
Watson
He ain't
just-
text back.
Oh, Fates
you know he's
warning.
safe.
I'm going. Sorry. Fates warning. I used to run sound for him.
Fates Warning?
Yep.
What's that? Fates Warning. Bill actually was working
They
on that
are
album.
playing with
Hey,
Yeah, our
Wow.
producer's working on their album right
Kill Ritual and
Steven.
Tyrant.
Tyrants by Night.
January 11th.
I can probably get you guys hooked up with that.
You're in
town? In Vegas?
No
shit.
Band here.
Oh, 11/11?
Mhm.
I remember
I'm very good friends
it
with
was Queen
well,
Drink.
me and John
and
lived
they
with
heard
Jeff
I
Fuller,
was
the drummer, for a while.
Yeah, I was one right down
8
there.
years? No.
So, and
I've
Brian-
been at
and
11
Brian and I
years
are
ago,
really
so
close,
I did
so-
10 straight, and I've only been out for 4.
I'll give a damn. Set them all them up.
Ah,
Set 'em
man,
all
I'm
up.
back.
That's right when the 20 got back together.
Yeah.
and
So, I'll tell you, we've been having some really
last-
good stories here, man.
I know, we should have saved this shit for the air, people.
Came out,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
no
I
doubt. I
did
mean,
15 years ago.
Rowdiest
Okay.
venues, craziest venues.
Hell's Angels,
Hell's
Vago
Angels,
stories,
Vago stories.
pop music. Wow, we covered it all.
Yeah, I think we did the pop music on there, didn't we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's been a lot of talking going on around.
That's
But
true.
we don't remember
A lot
how
of
it happened.
stuff going on. So,
Because it was on private property.
all right. So,
and
Ryan, what
somebody
was
else's
the craziest experience you've had on
house.
stage?
The people, well, nobody was home.
Well, actually,
Actually,
But
That
I do
was when I
remember
actually
about
sang in a
30
band.
jobs.
I sang in a GNR tribute band.
Oh, nice.
What?
Yeah, and we were playing.
who's
in-
Axl Rose?
Yeah, Axl Rose.
Oh
I'll be here all night.
You're killing me, Smalls.
And anyway, we're playing at a place in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we get there way early during the day. Like, we get there like 6 o'clock, and sound check, is until whatever, 7. And then we got 2 opening bands. So we do sound check, and it's the first time playing at this place, and the promoter's all like, "You guys are freaking awesome. We're going to have you playing here every month," like, Metal Shop and all that, which was Steel Panther before they were
Right.
Steel Panther.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, cool. So we go up, we have our dressing room, and they bring up a whole big case of like beer with ice and all this and free food, and they're like feeding us, and the guys are getting wasted. I don't drink. So I'm all fine, but the other guys in the band, the 2 guitar players that play Izzy and Slash, were just getting wasted. And we're like, damn, I'm like, you guys better slow down, because we got like 3 hours and then we play. Cause
Wouldn't
like
that be
10
more
o'clock,
realistic with them being wasted?
Yeah,
though?
to be honest, in that band, I felt like I was in Guns N' Roses because there was fights all the time, people getting beat up. But this particular night, once the Motley Crue band before us finished up, I went backstage and I had to set up my whole outfits. I have all his outfits and all that stuff. So I have my rack with setting up. I'm waiting. I'm like, what the fuck is taking them so long? Because I'm not by the stage. I'm behind the stage and I can't see what's going on. Here, I guess, the Izzy guy got up there and he was so fucked up that he knocked over the bass player's fucking bass off the thing and broke the peg off the thing, and he's trying to tune his guitar and he couldn't tune it, and the bass player's trying to help him tune the guitar. Anyway, so finally got everything worked out, get up there and they announce us, and the first song was Night Train, and they click it off, and then I come in, this first chord is an A, and it's all the fuck way out of tune and fucked up, and like the Izzy's amp is like on 10, like that's all I'm hearing. So we're playing like the song, and he's just fucking it all up, and that's the only song Izzy has a solo in, is Night Train. We get to the solo, and it's so bad we had to stop, because he was just a wreck. So I'm up there joking around like, Izzy's fucked up again, da-da-da-da-da, And so the Motley Crue guys on the side of the stage are like, there's no way he's going to be able to play this, so they carry him off the stage. Actually, stand up there trying to tune his guitar first. weeble wobbling like a weeble wobble, like on his balls of his feet like this. We're like, oh my God, get him off the stage. So they took him off the stage, the Motley Crue guys that opened up the show. So then, the Slash guy is blacked out. He doesn't remember even playing to the show to this day. He's blacked out. So we ended up fucking playing like 8 more songs that night. The Slash guy fell down in the audience in the front row, like 2 songs in. At the time, he's like, no, dude, he's just playing the like 3 songs from the front row. He's like, fuck it, I'll just won't even get on the stage.
See, I would have thought I was at an old school
We broke
Guns N'
the
Roses
monitor. One
concert
of the
at that
monitors
point.
he put his foot through, and we broke the monitor. So that ended up coming out of the pay at the end of the night. So then, once we finish our set, I go out back, and the Izzy is strapped down on the back patio of this place out back, strapped face down on a gurney. And he's throwing up all this red juice all over the whole floor. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I look, and an ambulance pulls up, and there's all these horse cops and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Here he has alcohol poisoning, and they have to take him to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
We're like, oh, this is fucking great, you know? So they take him off, and I'm like, we're all stuck in Scottsdale, Arizona. We don't know where the hospital is or anything, you know? So we go back in. We go to our dressing room then. And the bass player's throwing chairs around and shit, and I guess him and the drummer got all their money stolen out of their wallets in the dressing room then. And they were all pissed off there, and the security guy was supposed to be guarding the door, like they were trying to like get in a big fight with him because he was supposed to be guarding the door or whatever, and they think that he had something to do, obviously, in cahoots with it. But so they were all pissed off. So we're like, okay. So then we go down and meet these girls, and you know they're local, and they're like, hey, can you take us, show us where the hospital is, you know? So we get in the car, go to the hospital with them. We get there, and I guess their rule or whatever, you can't leave the hospital if you have alcohol poisoning unless you can get up and take 3 steps by yourself. So he gets up. He has a catheter in his penis, and he's in a little robe, and he gets up, and he can't even take 1 step, and he just plops back down. It's like, oh shit. So we're like, well, you know, we'll give him a couple hours. We go to like IHOP, and we're, you know, sitting there eating, and they get in a fight because the drummer was all about the money, and we had, you know, we broke the monitor, so we had money taken out of that, like $400 to pay for the monitor, and we're getting screwed on that, and the drummer's all pissed off about it. And the Slash guy's blacked out, remember, he's like wasted, so he doesn't remember none of this stuff. And they're arguing, and security's like coming around us. They kicked those guys out of IHOP at like 2 in the morning.
I'm trying to, what I want to know is there's no way in hell a second show happened, is there?
I was thinking that same
Well, no,
thing.
actually, that was the downfall. That's not even the whole story yet. I still got to finish the story. But, yeah, there's another point to the end of that, because then we had to kick the drummer out after what's coming up next in this. Anyway.
You got ahead of the story.
You got ahead of the story. So we're at IHOP. We leave there. We go back to the hospital. At this time, it's 4 in the morning. We get there, and Mike was the guitar player, played Izzy. He got up, and he took like 1 step, and he still couldn't do it. So we're like, dude, we got to leave you, because actually the Slash guitar player played in a Beatles tribute band. And he was playing at some private party in Beverly Hills, and he had to be at sound check at noon. And we're, you know, it's an 8-hour drive, and it's like 4 in the morning almost. Like, we're going to have to leave you here, dude. So we left him there. We bolted out of there, went to the gas station, filled up the vehicle, and here comes the drummer again. Fucking, we filled up the vehicle with gas. I took off down the road to go to the freeway, and he asked, Gilbert was the Slash guy, he handled all the money. And he's like, how much you put in? He's like, oh, he named the price. So he was like, bullshit. He didn't believe him. He thought he was trying to rip him off on some money. And you know, he's like, oh, I put in $50. And he was trying to say, oh, I thought you only put in 20, you know, because he was getting gypped on the money. So I turned around, went back to the gas station at the pump, showed him, and they got in a big fight. And I was in the driver's side. He was in the passenger side, the Slash guy, and the drummer was behind him. And they just got in a fight. He just jumped over and held the Slash guy down in the seat and just beat the shit out of him. We're like, oh, shit. His fucking knots were popping out of his head, like, instantly. Like, it was crazy. Hair was flying. Oh, it was funny. So anyway, he's like, you're fucking, I should just leave you in the fucking desert here. Like, they're just going at it. It was, at the time, it wasn't funny, but now I look at him like, that's fucking funny. So anyway, so I drive us. You know, we get like, the sun's starting to come up, we stop at this place to get something to eat, and then Mike calls us. And they finally let him out of the hospital, because he could take a couple steps on his own or whatever. Right. But he's stuck there with we have his wallet and everything in our back of our car. He has no money, except his bag of clothes that's full of puke. And that's it. And he's stuck there in the gown they give you at the hospital with your ass hanging out.
Right.
He's stuck there in the waiting room. Can't get anything to eat or nothing. He's hungover, obviously, because he had alcohol poisoning. We had to call his girlfriend and tell him to come pick him up, and drive. She had to drive that day all the way to Scottsdale and pick him up. And she says that wasn't the first time it's happened to him, I guess. So,
Wow. That's not the first time.
yeah, this isn't the first time. So, needless to say, we actually had to kick the drummer out of the band at that point because obviously he beat the shit out of the Slash guy and they couldn't get along anymore. So
Right.
that was kind of the downfall of the band where they decided, I'm going to go back to some original music for a while and not do this anymore because it was crazy. Fights all the time. It was like I felt like it was actually in Guns N' Roses.
That's exactly what I was saying. I've seen cover
Crazy.
bands, but you
Fucking
guys were
rehearsals,
trying to
getting
live
fights
that
with
shit.
people out in parking lots and stuff. I mean, yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Wow.
So that's one of my stories.
That's almost as bad as having Vagos
I was just thinking how
climbing on stage and getting beating the shit out of everybody. Dang.
It must have ripped
Yeah,
my mind.
fun times.
I mean, rock and roll ain't pretty, baby.
A life and times in a rock and roll band, right?
Not for the timid.
That's right.
I guess that's why Slash wrote his book, right?
They all write books now.
They all
Oh yeah,
everyone except Axel.
I think
He doesn't
that's
have a
so
book.
later when they get older they can remember what really fucking happened.
Exactly.
I'm gonna write this shit down.
Well, some of it is this is what I was told happened. It's not
Yeah.
even from their own memory.
They're going back through tabloids and news clippings
Yeah.
going, damn, I did that, okay.
Well, they got to remember their friends somehow too, know.
Exactly.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got any more crazy stories?
Oh, please, are you kidding me?
I got tons.
Yeah.
We have a good one. This is trip.
Yeah. Well,
Stagehand's missing. Left the drummer in the.
Well, yeah, this trip alone. I mean, we all, we originally said, okay, we're going to Vegas, January 6th. Okay, so I got a friend. My wife has a friend that's coming to town from Kentucky. So even though we're not playing till the 6th, my wife commits me to come up on Thursday night. So I'm stuck 2 days in Vegas. I wouldn't say stuck. I love it here, but I come up Thursday night. So I tell the band, okay, I'm going to go up early, so how do you guys want to get up there? Because normally as a band, we'll just rent a van. It depends on if we have to bring our own gear. If we have to bring our own gear, we'll rent a van. If not, we'll either rent a small car or whatever. We will figure it out. So, all right, I'm going to go up Thursday night. So then these guys are trying to figure out what they're going to do. We're going to rent a van. We're going to rent a car. What are we going to do? Orion's got a truck, but it's only got 2 seats. Eats a lot of gas. Brandon's car ain't going to make it up here with everybody in it. Johnny's got a van, but you don't really have as much room in there or whatever. I'm not sure what the deal is on that. Bottom line is, 2 days before we were supposed to come up here, Johnny goes, oh, I'm just going to take my van and go up the night early and get a room at somewhere, like a suite for $59. He had some deal worked out.
Boulder
Somewhere.
Station.
So then we're sitting there going, okay, well, Ryan and Brandon, what's going down? So then they're trying to figure out how to get up there. So then they were going to rent a car, decided not to, and then we had somebody else who was going to give them a ride at the last minute, backed out. So here it is, like the day before the show, and I'm like, well, these guys don't even have a fucking way up here yet. We don't know what we're going to do. So I had to put a thing on Facebook going, and it was kind of funny because I was like, hey, man, if anybody can help us out, we need something brought from L.A. to Vegas. We left something behind. Something important we can't play without. And they were like, what? What'd you leave behind? Our drummer. So it's funny because
I'm only the drummer.
our stage manager had lost his phone or got a new phone, and we hadn't been able to get a hold for like 4 days. So we didn't even know if he was coming up. So at the very last minute, he calls. He's like, yeah, dude, I'll pick him up, bring him up. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Everything's handled. Everybody's coming up. They all going to come up here. Last night, I don't know what happened to our stage manager. He was there all night. He's supposed to be staying with us. We got a couple motel rooms. I don't know what happened. He ain't at the motel room. He didn't stay with us. Last time I heard him was saying was he might get married to his girlfriend while he was in Vegas. I ain't seen him since. Our bass player, we went to our buddy's house last night.
It's over.
A friend of mine has a condo. That's where I've been staying. And this guy likes to party. I mean, party. This dude's got like all kind of liquor, just like all kind of shit. So
We should have done the show
Johnny
that night.
was over. Our bass player was over with us last night. I mean, he was. Can I say fuck on here?
Oh yeah.
He
You
was
say whatever
fucked
the
up,
fuck you
man.
want to.
I ain't never seen that dude that fucked up, man. He was. I mean, yeah, he was looking real ill at 5:30, 6 o'clock when I went to bed this morning. So we haven't been able to get a hold of him all day. He was supposed to be here for the barbecue and the interview, and And I just got a news flash that he's active and on his
He's
Facebook.
alive.
Yeah,
He was on
Johnny
his
Sam.
Facebook like 5
Our
minutes
stage
ago.
manager is still missing. We don't know where he's
Yeah,
at
if
still.
anybody's seen Lynn in a jail or courthouse or hospital
Yeah.
And
or
then
dog shelter,
Check the rooftops. Everybody's seen Hangover.
And then Brandon Paul went to make some money doing lessons.
Yeah, he flew back.
so he says.
Yeah.
So he says.
They might
Yeah.
be lessons.
He'd be
He
to
might
lick
be
some
making money doing
something
something else.
Well,
I'm sure there's a
Oh,
female
I thought
involved.
Hollywood
Now, Brandon's a
Boulevard.
guitar teacher, so he decided to fly home today. Instead.
He's
Yeah.
probably
Deal
in LA posing for an underwear commercial or something.
Well,
Hey, you
I
know
heard
what?
Sunset Corner
Fruit
was
Loop.
already taken up.
I was thinking about that. I've met quite a few. Story of the year is the one I can remember meeting, one of the bigger ones at the time at the WOW store. And they had lost their drummer the night before. They did a little acoustic performance at the place and signed some stuff. And they lost their drummer. I don't know if they ever found him, actually. Never heard of him since.
missing.
Now that I
Hey,
think
speaking
about
of
it.
Brandon, wasn't he supposed to call in, or you guys calling him up, or what's going on?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
About
Yeah.
5 o'clock or 6. John's gonna
Do you want
try.
me to call him right now?
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Call
let's
him.
see- let's see
Call
what
him
he's on.
collect. Fuck it.
Call collect.
I'll collect. He's making money.
We'll put him on speaker.
Yeah, definitely. Got to put him on speaker.
Here, let me call somebody, Jim. I should call Blotz. Hey, dude, you're on the radio. Take me off speakerphone now.
Bobby Block?
Check the Elvis. Check the Elvis Chapel.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Oh, Whitechapel
thought
is up
about
the
it.
street.
He was serious about that
I'm glad
too.
they tore that son of a bitch down I got married in. Silver bells. Hell
No, you
to the
didn't.
no, I would never do that again. Nope. Once
Silver
was enough. I
bells.
said I do and I was done. Thank
Hey.
you very much.
Well, I'll tell Brent.
Oh, it's a message.
All right, you got Stonebreed here at the John and Kerry's residence, and where the hell you at, man? You're supposed to be doing live radio feed with Revolution Radio 2.0.
Hey,
F you, dude.
Hell yeah, fuck
you told me to call you, Brandon, so I'm calling
You
you.
don't call in 5 minutes. We're ordering 50 pizzas to your house.
Yeah, and we're billing you for it. So,
Call us
call
back.
We're using your
Order
American
a
Express
send it
card.
to us.
Ordering Papa John's.
I've done
Yeah.
that before.
Order a couple male strippers and send them over to his house.
He'll call you right back.
It's $1,000 an
What
hour.
He wants it both ways.
Oh wait, we'll get him a Russian bride.
He's already got a couple of those.
Hey.
Last time I saw Brandon, though, he was in the hot tub with some chick in my room at like 4 in the morning.
Dang.
That's what a hot tub in the room's for, damn it.
I wouldn't go
Your
in there.
room, huh?
Well, we had one on the back porch, too. I got one in my room, but there was one on the back porch, too.
Well, what did you do with his mom? She goes everywhere, huh?
She was with Orion last
No,
night.
I didn't go back to the hotel.
Oh, that's
I
right.
don't know.
Hey, that
You
sounds
guys
like
talk
some
about hotel. I
guilty-
won't go back to that hotel either.
I understand that.
Hey,
Wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
Is that who you were doing that for?
No, I guess Brandon's mom got a different room because the rooms weren't up to Brandon's standards that we got provided. So.
Right, he
pretty
was
bad.
telling me something about that.
That's
last
bad.
night.
I mean,
Oh,
That was
that-
the
I mean, we
$24
pulled up
for
and there's a
sheets.
rear end for a truck laid out in the parking lot, and you look to the right side of the parking lot, and there's a refrigerator there with the door ripped off it. In their hotel parking lot.
Really?
He
Yeah.
stopped at one of those hourly prostitute motels or something. That's the only thing I can think of. What the
That was,
hell?
I've never
He
seen a
said
hotel
there were like
that.
fucking jizz stains
Wow.
all
Oh,
over the
That was
sheets.
part of the room.
It was right next to
Anything
to what's
that's
her name,
called
Tina-
Sienna Suites, or not Sienna Suites,
Seagull.
Seagull Suites?
No,
they're
he's even
not-
talking
they're-
about something
they're
worse
down.
than that.
It was
Not
like
a
3
mint on
blocks
your
from the
pillow.
venue, right
Yeah.
around the corner. And you go out the venue, make a right on
Fremont?
Oh,
Fremont, and it's 2 blocks
yeah.
down the left-hand
Oh,
side.
oh, that,
It's-
Oh, yeah.
That one. Oh,
That's the last
Yeah,
of the
that
hourly
one.
That
motels.
one.
Words of the wise,
Minutes.
gentlemen. If you guys are gonna come here and get a room in Vegas, go to the station casinos. They treat the locals good. So all you gotta
Oh,
do
yeah.
is before you
Yeah.
leave, get some local ID, man, or just hit one of us up, man.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Oh,
our
yeah,
choice.
Definitely. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Tina's choice.
I know.
And she was like, I paid $75 a piece for those rims. I'm like,
Oh my God.
You got
See, she
screwed.
told us 80. Price is going up.
Carlos, you got yours for what? you paid pretty cheap for yours. It
Well, he's
was
in a
like
condo.
I didn't.
Oh, that's right, you
I'm
got
with
the
a buddy,
timeshare.
my buddy who has like a time. I don't know.
Oh, that's right, because
You
we're
could have
going
went to
there
the
to party
Oasis
after
and fucking
here.
got free porn.
No, Johnny got the
And
deal.
the
over at
vibrating
Boulder
Yeah,
bed.
that's what
Yeah,
I-
Johnny's over at the Boulder.
And that's a rolling, a complimentary rolling quarter.
Vibrating bed.
With the fucking big mirror on the ceiling says,
Oh,
warning, objects appear larger than
Do not use
Then
black
they
lights.
are.
Oh no.
That's funny.
Oh god.
Yeah, there's some
I
bad
mean, just
hotels
walking in
out
there in
here.
broad
This was the
daylight would
worst.
be
I
bad
mean,
enough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even sit on that bed. That's how bad it was.
These guys wouldn't even stay there. They're
I'm
like, we're not
serious.
staying there.
It was bad.
And they wanted $25 for clean sheets, and you know they were going to the room next door and just pulling them
Pulling
off of
them
that
off,
shit and
probably.
giving them to
They
you.
were gonna charge for sheets.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
These
You gotta
sheets are
change
so
the
dirty.
sheets, and they're like, "Okay, they'll be $25." We're like, "What?
Tracy
To
booked
change
that?
the sheets?
You can
That's
fucking buy
crazy."
a set of sheets at Walmart for
Oh.
$8.
That makes sense.
But
That's
the
when we
type
just
of
left
sheets
and
you
didn't
can
go
use a
back.
cheese grater
Oh
on.
wow, that's
That's nasty.
That was
That
crazy.
makes sense.
Well,
And
I'll
then
tell
we
you-
walked in the one. We had one room 111 and 112. And 112, when you opened the door, was total smelled like bleach. Like it was horrible.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
they're
yeah,
bleaching the shit out of that
Somebody's
room.
died.
Somebody's
CSI
probably got
just
killed
left-
in there.
Yeah,
CSI.
just left the room.
Seriously, it was like that. It was like
Oh,
Was
bleach
it
bad.
sliding
It's like,
Was it
Nice.
whoa.
sliding glass doors?
Brandon was on just
Okay,
a
because
minute ago.
not a week
Call him
ago.
again.
yeah.
Fucking buddy's ass.
Yeah,
But that
Oh,
place
wow.
should really be tore down. It shouldn't even be like.
Yeah, dude, because you
I mean,
were
it's bad.
You were
There's
right
several
on
of
that
them.
hooker, man.
Yeah.
well.
Well, actually, if you
Somebody
just
was
go down
in a
Fremont
place like
Street
that.
right here, there's a bunch. Don't ever stay there either.
Yeah.
Warning,
Nothing on
warning.
Fremont until you get to El Cortez. I'm pretty sure
The
down that
plaza
side of
was.
it,
Me
don't
and John
do it.
stayed at the plaza when we first met, and it was a nice. It wasn't
I
bad at all.
picked him up at the
Oh,
Marriott.
clean.
These guys are spoiled, man.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, but you know, there's a
Oh my
certain reticence to being
God.
under the cracked and peeling ceiling of a Holiday Inn, man.
yeah. Yeah.
Wait, why am I calling Bob Coturo?
You gotta
Oh,
leave the
he was
light
on
on
watching
someone.
like
Someone's
these
got to
guys.
leave the light
Yeah.
on somewhere.
That's Red Roof Inn or something, isn't it?
Motel
Yeah.
6.
Motel 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you met it.
Once we get our venue situation straightened out, I'll give you a call.
All right.
Just gotta get the venue situation straightened out first.
I like the Motel 6.
Oh, we got a
commercial.
backyard out here.
Oh, you
I like
can
the
tell
one
that
prices are
secret.
as low AF.
Let me tell it. Let me
Low
tell
as
it.
AF?
What
Low
way?
AF.
Secret.
Low AF.
Oh,
That's
no.
like
Oh,
from
Not
straight
yet.
clothes.
Oh.
Oh, he's not ready. You better not say
Remember that
that.
commercial, man? He says that. He's like, yeah, our prices are always low
I haven't
AF.
even thought
Hey,
about
I'm
it.
sorry,
sitting
this
there
is John,
going,
man.
what
How you
does that
doing,
mean?
buddy?
And Rebecca goes,
But
But you
that's
can tell me
like-
after we're off
John
air.
and Karen, no
Shit, that's funny.
Working on.
That's
Oh,
true.
not much.
Yeah.
We
Is that
have
right?
Never
Stephanie
realized
Oh,
that.
Bob
Stephen
Cotero.
Duran and Chris
He was
Satterfield.
outside.
It's a
From,
voicemail.
No, I was saying that's secret.
That's funny stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's talking to the
No, it's
voicemail.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, sorry about
We're not
that.
talking about this.
Stephanie,
All right, I'll tell you, we'll take a
Duran
little break,
and
play a
Chris
couple more
Satterfield
songs,
from,
and
Revolution
maybe we'll get
Radio,
maybe we'll get him on the
2.0.
phone.
And I've got
We can
Carlos
work on it, man.
Cruz,
We'll work on it.
No guarantees the way things have been going.
over
People
here
listening in
from,
action.
Stonebreed.
Oh, yeah.
3 days now.
Yeah,
So we're doing a live
Tell you, you
feed.
got nothing
I
but
went
crazy
to go
shit going on in
off
here,
my
man.
hand, and I got
You
you
never
guys
know
two
listening to
numbers
Revolution
side by
Radio
side,
what's
but,
going to happen.
Thought I'd give you a
Or
call
who's gonna
and
say
see how
what.
you're doing.
All right, so here you go. I got some DT Riot
It's
for you.
awesome.
Dinner
Would you
music
like
for the
to,
gods and
say a
escape the
few
fate.
words here
Here
on
we
live
go,
radio?
Revolution Radio 2.0.
Fucking bass player.
Oh, brother, I'm sorry to bother you. I tell you what, give you a call when you're done, and
Fucking
you have a
bass
date with me,
players.
All right, talk to you later.
Hey, my bass player got wasted and stranded too just now.
Oh, right?
He
Yeah,
actually
you don't
called
have
me
your
and
phone
told me
over
that.
there
But
anymore.
Yeah, imagine that. Shit.
And
I think
he's
somebody
right,
would do
dude.
that, right?
yeah, and he's
Common
gonna-
sense.
He's actually going to
People
tell
got
me
like
where
20
he
texts
is so I
saying,
can
where
go
the
get
fuck
him.
are you at?
But
Ah, fuck these guys. They don't
Yeah.
need to know where I'm at.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's actually going to text me an
That's how
address.
Johnny rolls, though. Like, he'll leave a gig and
Oh,
not even
John-
say bye.
Johnny
like,
seen
oh,
my
Johnny,
message.
oh, here he left.
Carlos, Johnny looked at my message too. I said, "You coming over for the barbecue?" He's seen all. What the fuck? Where the fuck are you? And he's seen all that shit.
No reply.
No reply. Hungover.
He's probably laying in that motel bed going, fuck.
Yeah, probably.
How did these
Get
panties get
up.
on my head?
I gotta take a shower, man.
We sure that he's not Slash, from Guns N' Roses.
We should find out where he is and go just fucking bam on his door.
Man from bars.
Do what I do. when we go to out of town, I always put an ad on Craigslist, men seeking men. And then
Doesn't
give them
answer.
fucking these guys this fucking motel room, the fucking door, and have them fucking weirdos knocking on their door all night long. and then me and Johnny sit on the fucking side of the room and look out the window who fucking shows up the door.
Man.
Yeah, that's another story we can tell.
We got a little time here. That sounds a little interesting. Let's see. Johnny Zell is missing in action. Brandon went straight to voicemail again.
Yep.
Bob Coturo, sorry Bob, did not mean to interrupt your meeting. I apologize about that.
You guys were talking about dive bomber earlier, right?
Yeah,
Was that you
Yeah.
guys? Or was that you guys?
Yeah, we
Well,
were.
yeah, all of us.
You guys know dive bomber?
Yeah, I know Catfish and Chris.
Do you know their bass player Russ?
Well, I don't know. I don't know him as well as I know the other two.
He's the guy who just called me too wasted. He's
Oh,
Cool!
wow.
I didn't know he was playing with you.
yeah,
That's what in the Hidden Scars
That's
project?
what I was trying
Yeah.
to remember,
I
damn it.
freaking love Rust.
yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
badass
boy,
bass player
kill
too.
that,
Hell yeah, dude.
I didn't
So,
know he was
Mickey,
playing
where
with
do you
you.
book
Yeah.
at? Are you
Yeah.
in the middle of venues
Will
or
be.
something?
Well, we were.
I don't know how to
It's a headache. We were booking it mainly at LVCS, which is on Fremont
I know that's
Street,
right, yeah.
and we were told at the last minute, "Oh, we're raising your rent."
Oh, wow.
We went from $300,000. They wanted to go up to $600,000.
Double.
So we told them to go fuck themselves. Moved all of our shows.
That's a good place.
I love that place.
It
We
was
moved
so
all of
good.
our shows. Then to this day, it's still vacant.
Wow.
Nothing.
So then we moved everything to Adrenaline. And we booked some really good shows there.
Yeah, yeah, I've
Some
heard of
really
that.
good shows there.
Hell yeah.
You know what happened
And
there.
at the last minute, Rick, the owner, decided that he was going to sell it. We already have shows booked.
It went to hell.
Well, we already
It was
we
driven
went
to
through
hell by the
this.
owner.
You
We went
guys
through
know
that.
how I feel about that.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, no offense though.
No, not at all. Not at
But
all.
anyway, and we had all kinds of shows booked there. We played one show there, and also the owners go, well, this isn't the route that we want to go. We've got Sponge booked, we've got Twisted booked, we've got Flaw booked.
Yep.
I mean, we've got all these shows booked. Now
And
we
you
got to
had a
find
lot of local people on that. Donnie Menace,
Yeah,
Love
yeah, a
Factor
ton of
Zero.
local- a
lot
ton of
got
people.
screwed
Well,
on.
that Vegas Strong show is probably the very, very last rock show they ever
Well, what
did.
happened
Vegas
was,
Rising,
is so
yeah.
now we're trying to find
yeah.
a
Yeah, that was
venue
the last-
for
that
all
was the
these
last rock
shows.
show,
The
right.
only other venue that we book at is a place called the Dive Bar. It's small. It is a dive bar.
What about that backstage place?
Well, we have issues with him.
Okay.
But so we moved some of the shows to the Dive Bar, and then they let us keep Twisted because Twisted was the following night, and you know how big they are.
Mhm.
Where am I going to move them?
Yeah.
So they go ahead and they let us have that show there. So we go ahead and have the show there. Shows got postponed. Shows got canceled. A couple shows got moved to the Dive Bar. We're totally screwed. Then all of a sudden, these guys, who I love you,
I had no idea
I
what
know,
was going on.
pop up that they're playing a fundraiser there. And I'm like, oh, hell no, because now they're putting money in the bar's pocket. And that's
A
pissing
lot.
me, a lot of money. And that's
A lot
pissing
more
me
than
off
should.
because fuck that
Right.
venue for
Right.
what they did to us. We tried to set up a meeting with them. We said, look, we've got these shows booked. We're gonna fill the venues, da da da. No, we don't want it. So they go ahead and have their fundraiser there. And I'm like, I'm a bitch. I will not deny it. I am a bitch. I'm like, and I
Nuh-uh.
tell everybody, any of my bands play at that venue. I don't care that it's for a charity. I'll give you the money for the charity. I don't care. Any of my bands play there, I'll never fucking book you again. So they have their, they go ahead and they have their thing. I honest to God, I don't even know if it's successful because I stayed out of it because I don't want to hurt them, but I'm not going to support
Right.
it. So then we started. Jason Constantine gets a hold of me and said, Nikki, David Cooper, David Cooper,
Mhm.
he's trying to take
Yep.
the job and he's going to do this, he's going to do that. So I run into David Cooper a few nights later at a VIP thing. And he comes up to me, this is right after we'd lost all of our shows, and he says to me, gee, Nikki, all you guys had to do was play by the rules, and you could have still been booking there. I'm like, okay, it's on now. So I start this boycott Adrenaline. and it went huge. Next thing I hear, they're closing their doors.
Wow.
Yep, they're done now.
So of course,
We were the last show that they did.
last show there.
They did a pig.
Moral of the
Floyd
story:
tribute
don't fuck
after
with
us.
Nikki.
And then it was so funny. Then I'm at another VIP thing for country music for George Strait. Who do I run into? David Cooper. He comes around the corner. He looks at me, and I look at him, and I got this big smile on my face. I said, "Gosh, David, all you had to do was play by the rules."
Oh my
Turned around and
God.
walked away. So now the only venue that I've got going right now is the Dive Bar. It's tiny. The sound system sucks, and it's not John's fault. John he toured Pink Floyd. This guy knows everybody. Okay, he's doing the best he can with what he has.
Right.
You know, they don't pay him shit. You know, and it's just like every now and then we have to we put Head PE in there. You know, we put Powerman 5000 in there. And the only reason why they agreed to play is because they played before and they have fun in there.
Motor grader.
We had Motor Grader in there. It's just, it's too small for...
Dope
Well,
played. Dope played
It's
there.
We would
too
have Dope
small
in there.
for-
Yeah, don't play there.
Yeah, Dope brought all these big lights and everything, and you could just tell it was.
Oh
like,
no,
Wow.
I saw it.
I'm
I'm like, they fiddle and
a
stuff
place
in
called
there.
the Cheyenne
So
Saloon.
that's
Cheyenne was the
That's adrenaline.
Oh, okay.
That's adrenaline, or was adrenaline.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
hope they
like
fixed it
right,
up since the last time we played there, because that place was a fucking shit.
it ended up getting good. It ended up
Yes,
with a
it
really
did.
great. They built a big stage.
Oh,
They
cool.
new
It
sound
was freaking
system.
nice. I loved the room
was-
in there, everything about that damn
Yeah,
place.
it was
I
really
liked.
nice. The only thing about it is people didn't want to drive that far.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
You know,
one
like if you're,
drawback.
it's like the polar opposite of like gold mine. Like I won't drive to the gold mine. I don't
Right.
care who in the hell's playing. I'm not driving out there.
There, go on Tagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's kinda
a
like-
neat
love
place. You
that
play
place.
outside. It's a brick wall. There's no top on, and you jam, and it's a beautiful place. I love going up there.
But it's just
That's
so
far.
far.
But and trying to get somebody
Yeah,
to go up
they-
there to
fuck
actually,
me.
I mean, it's hard enough to get them to show up in the middle of damn town to support half the damn time. You try and get
Yeah.
It's like
It's
So
gotta
like
be a
right
big
now,
deal to get
we're in
people to go there.
negotiation. You know, we're talking to, a lot of places, and
Well, they need someplace else up here, because I know that Vamp seems to have like a little monopoly on most of the like 80s rock shows.
That's
Well,
that,
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Ravenscroft, I sent him all the information with the booking company and everything for, what's the name of it? That one whole outside carnival at the Hera, what's it called?
Carnival
Hera?
Court. Carnival Court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had all the information. That's outside on the strip, and I'll tell you what, it's kind of cool how it goes back in.
Yeah.
you
And
have to know. You have to literally know who's doing the booking. And
well, I
have a
talked
really
to the
good-
lady, and she gave me all the information, sent a CD, and they would check them out. And
and they
go
never
from
did
there.
with you.
well, I don't know if the other
Yeah.
band did it what they were supposed
See,
to do,
Vamps
so I
that way
can't
too.
tell you.
People will contact me and they go, I've been sending my stuff to Vamps forever. I'm like, Corey doesn't know you. That's like
Yeah.
Bones. How Bones tried getting Vamps for like over a year, and then contacted me, and I contacted Corey. She goes, oh, you know who they are? And I go, yeah, Corey, I know who they are. I go, they'll fit there. Oh, okay, I'll give them a try. If she doesn't know you, she's
I'm
not
with
going
That
to
lot.
respond.
We've never played Vamp before. I've
Yeah.
sent her stuff a couple times, never heard back.
Yeah.
Well, why can't
Unless
Yeah.
she knows
Yeah.
you,
Play somewhere
she
else, I
won't
don't care.
contact you.
And that's the thing, there's other places that might be a little bit smaller or whatever, but in the
You'd
essence,
have a lot
at
more
the
fun.
same time, it's a better place because they'll draw in the same type of crowd. You've got an outrageous sound system. Vamps is not the only place. It's like being back in Hollywood.
Yeah.
When we had the choice of Gazaris, when I asked you that question on Facebook a couple weeks ago when you were playing in Reseda, and I said, "Oh, is that anywhere Chuck Landis's country club?"
Yeah.
Well, when he died, his son John took over it, and I don't know how long it lasted after that. I moved, out up this area,
Right.
but
That's what we need is a good ass place that's
so
good
it
as
doesn't,
Vamp. That isn't
necessarily
uppity
Vamps
or-
is not
We can
the
give everybody
only
a fucking chance.
quote
Bring in
unquote
other
great
groups to
place.
give them
It is an awesome
their
place,
exposure to
don't
art.
get me
You know,
wrong.
you know how to do it. You've been
It's
doing it
one
for a long
of
time.
that
It's
message I
it's
just
being
got.
worked on. It's just being worked on.
Good.
It's just.
You gotta find a bigger room. You gotta find a better room somewhere.
You know,
Yes,
the bad
that's
thing
the
is,
thing.
you know, the bands
That's
that
what
we
I
would
want.
normally book
That's not all corporatized
are
and shit.
going to Beauty Bar.
Yeah.
You know, Septic Flesh is going to have a heart attack when they realize that they're playing outside in, what is it, February? March or something like that?
Really?
Where it's gonna-
Honestly, though, after being to 5 shows there, man, I'd much rather go there when it's cold as a son of a bitch in the summer, because when we went there for that one damn show, I thought I was gonna freaking die.
Man, that's what- yeah,
I work
one
in
of
this
my-
all day.
One of my favorite bands ever played there in the summer, and it was the first time I did not go.
Man.
Davey Suicide.
Oh, I was dying at that fucking place.
Who owns the beauty bar?
It's owned by, I know that Corey from Pawn Star is one of the
Clark,
owners.
yep.
That's
And
why.
it's-
Okay, that's why I thought.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
and
had
then he's
heard
got
something
a,
about
he's got
that.
a
I'm
partner.
gonna use this restroom real quick.
But I mean, yes, bands that we normally would book at LVCS, you know, Powerman 5000, Combi Cries, you know, have all gone there.
The
Because
only
we
thing I
don't have
didn't
a
like
place.
about LVCS was that glass wall.
The glass walls was the worst thing there.
Yeah.
Besides no marquee.
But other than that,
Right.
man, I love that damn place. I'm not gonna lie. I only seen like 6 shows there, maybe.
That was my
last year
that,
before
that
I seen
venue's why I moved downtown.
What glass wall?
The window.
the one that
The window.
goes out
Why
over
didn't, why
Fremont.
didn't you like that?
The
Because
glare and the
The,
shit
the
coming off
sound
of
bounces
Yeah.
off of that.
Yeah.
It fucks the sound up.
Oh yeah. Well, all you have to do for anything like that, when I was doing
Believe me,
shows,
we know what to do. It just couldn't get the owners
Yeah.
would
they
not
wouldn't
do it.
allow it. Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we know. You know, we talked about the marquee. We want to do it.
Did you book that Sepultura show too?
Mhm.
That's the one where them dudes didn't show up and you guys ended up. Who was? And Combi Christ was it?
No.
No, who was it? That was at Adrenaline.
Oh, you mean
I
the
seen.
Cavaliers then?
Yeah,
the Cavalier Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah. Who the hell else was on that? Was you
That's bad
guys?
when
Fucking
owners-
Molly Crew played there, or not Molly Crew, but
That's
Molly
bad
Hatchet
when
played
the
there. Only
owners
5
won't
people
let
showed up.
the production
Ooh.
company do what they
Damn.
need to
5
do.
fucking people.
If they've
played
got
those
bands
stuff.
that you're drawing in that are major bands,
They would-
you
they
can
didn't
bring
care.
in
Yeah,
people.
Molly Hatchet.
That's not good for their
Wow.
own business. Their business.
Let's put it this way: it's been
Never
empty
know.
for over a year.
Wow. And it's that corner one, right?
Well,
It's right by where that big beer is. It's just a little bit. Boom, right up. I
Directly
walked
Because
by
I
it
looked
3
at it and I
times.
thought that'd be awesome because all you have is that sticky pad sound, you know, padding that they've had. All you need to do is tack every other one and that'd be perfect.
we
What
know.
about that
That's-
place called
That's bad.
Churches?
Carlos, this
You
is
know,
more
I haven't
water
been out
back
there
there.
yet, so I don't have a.
I forgot to drink.
I know it's like
Well,
all
hey,
ages.
but there is water
I
in that
haven't
cooler
been, I
back
haven't
there
been to
too.
that Eagle Hall yet either, so I don't know what that one's
Help
even
yourself, dude. You're home.
There's a
What's
lot of
Eagle
empty
Hall?
places
Is
around
that
here.
like. Eagle Hall basically is like almost set up like a warehouse. There's no stage, there's no drum riser. It's all ages, and it does real good because it's all ages.
Well, see, that's right
It's like a
there.
moose lodge, man.
Yeah, it's something
So,
like
Carlos-
that.
Awesome.
Churches?
It reminds me
I'll
of,
get a hold
it reminds
of,
me of an emptied out cafeteria.
Ravencroft,
Okay.
like whatever
That-
her name
that's
was,
something
Tracy was here.
that,
Or a high
you know,
school
would be
gym.
great. Right.
She's
And
got a
that-
mile. Oh God! like I
especially
said,
with
she
the
started
all
at the age
ages.
of 13.
The problem with
dude.
the only
She
problem
lives
with
in
the all
Texas,
ages
and she
is your
takes care of
insurance
those
is
guys
so
in
much
King
higher.
County.
Yes. I
And
do know
really
that.
good.
And there's
So,
no alcohol. There's no
I'm gonna
bar.
talk to her
Well,
because she wants to
and-
bring him
and
here to
a
Vegas.
point, that's
But I'm gonna
great
see if I
because of
can't
the
get
all
you guys
ages.
booked together doing
Because I
that.
remember working at.
I'm gonna talk to her and see.
Well, the Chuck Linus Country Club.
But I know she ain't gonna want to go
was all
through
ages, okay.
who's sponsoring
And,
you guys though.
They do the thing with the
Not
church
at all.
make sure
No,
you're,
she won't do it.
Age. Problem is,
Because her and I talked
these
about that already.
kids Had friends that were
Bet.
over their age.
Of course,
that would
yeah.
Get the people.
Man, I'll fucking
So,
go one
they
way in
got
town,
to
I'd go
have,
the other way.
I
We'll
think,
pass the flyers all out.
$50,000 a time
Yeah.
for every underage drinking problem.
What
they
they're
have.
doing, from what I
You going live?
understand, at Erie Hall, what they're doing right now at Eagle Hall is for
Steven,
the
you
people,
going right
you
live?
can have
Playing
people
some
keep their
stonebreed on
alcohol
there?
in their car.
I don't have any
So
yet.
they go out and have
Yeah,
Right.
some,
But
right?
to me, that's
Here,
just,
I
to
got-
me,
You
that's
want a
just
bird?
promoting
Hey,
driving.
do you want a
drunk.
bird to see?
Well,
And
yeah,
alcohol's
yeah.
in your car. You can't
Not on
do
this. No, I don't have a,
You know, so
a
that's
disc
not
player
a-
on here. I gotta get it on the MP3
You know, that's just
on a
not
stick or
a,
Do you have an
a
MP3?
smart
Well,
thing.
it's a double-edged
no,
blade.
I don't have my
It
sticker.
really is.
Well,
Metalhead
Unfortunately.
drink.
Okay,
no,
okay.
you know
no,
what? I've
no,
got one
we
I could probably
don't.
put down for
But
you.
the
I don't know
majority
how
of
much
the
it was.
You know,
metalheads,
last
Oh, I
night was
got,
the
yeah, I got room on this.
third show I've been to that I have not drank.
okay, well,
Yeah,
you're
but
one
if I
person.
could-
I'm talking about a venue.
Well, yeah.
That's a hardcore
Well,
computer
it's,
dance
yeah.
computer, right?
it is a
Yeah.
very good
Probably like
Yeah.
$1,500
things,
or something
because
like
they
that.
still have the
Daily wear,
80s
2000.
mentality
There you
of
go.
Yeah.
everybody.
I got it for the processor and
mosh
everything because it
pit,
just and it won't
whatever.
crash on me.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody
And
was
especially
a
when
drinker.
I'm streaming and
You know,
everything.
Yeah, you don't
Not
want that shit
everybody is.
to crash.
Things
No,
have
no, no.
majorly changed.
I had an all-in-one.
Look at a lot of
that
bands
was-
now. I mean,
I would never know it was gonna
phenomenal.
crash.
Slash is not.
I'm trying to do a show and all
Well,
of a
yeah,
sudden it's just
I mean, yeah, I know.
screen
But
just
just on
go
a
blue.
business
Yes.
aspect, the alcohol
Gotta
needs
love
to
that.
be there.
Right.
Because the
We will.
majority
That's
of the
what
metalheads
I-
are going.
My
are
first
gonna,
show I
you know, are
did.
gonna
You
be
can't
like,
rely,
show I
nowadays
did.
you cannot,
Came
there's too
over
many
there.
people to get paid. You can't get,
I was
you
on
can't rely on
time.
ticket
Had
sales
enough time
alone.
to set up and
Right.
everything.
You know what I mean?
Set
You're not
up,
going
turn
to rely
it
on your
on.
merch alone.
Nothing.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
And if you don't have the
My
alcohol to back
broadcast
that up, how
program
are you going to fucking pay the band? They're not going to
wouldn't
come
play
back.
anything.
So that the news is
Wouldn't
going to
come up.
spread.
My
The
music wouldn't
music
come
scene's a
up.
huge room
Right.
mill.
I had to
And for
actually
bands
delete
that
it,
do drink,
reinstall it,
when they get those
and then
drinks,
reinstall all my music.
that's when
in
they
the-
like
in
to
the
come
broadcast
back
system.
Like you got there early.
certain clubs only give you a
Yeah, I
certain
was
amount.
wound up being
Like,
about a half
Dive
hour
bar,
late,
you get two
starting about a
drinks.
half
You
hour
get,
late.
No, I gotta get
It was
you
like-
get a well drink or a
I had
domestic beer.
7 bands
Or
in
2
it,
drinks, that's it.
and
See,
everybody
now
showed up
at
on
a,
time.
That's
And I'm
I don't
like,
want to mention any particular
it was before
venues.
Chris getting to help me out
I
with
think
it.
that
So
I
I'm
was
by
working
myself.
at,
I'm in this little thing. I'm just
get
like,
the band a $50.
I'm just like.
tab.
It finally went
That
up
was
once
for
it
the
started
whole
going,
band.
and it was all. It
Nobody
was
does that
good.
anymore.
Yeah.
But I was just
But-
like,
The problem was is
after that,
they
I'm just
weren't
like, oh, I don't even know if I should do a
getting
6-hour
part
show
of what was coming in. So they actually had
Nice.
to
I always
get
see some of
a
these
tip
at like
bucket.
Fries and stuff, and I'm like, they're
Now,
expensive.
The
I'm
club
like,
gave them a
wonder if
set
it's really worth it, you know?
price.
Yeah.
This is what we'll pay.
it is. I mean, because
a
they
lot
won't.
of clubs in
I mean,
California do a
the hard drive on it.
a certain amount
it's,
of ticket sale.
Yeah, they have.
Solid
It's all. It's
state.
all.
You used to
It's all
have
mechanic.
to sell
Mechanical.
over $1,200.
This has magnets in
You
it.
buy
So when it
$1,200
spins,
slot for your time.
There's no actual moving parts.
Then
What's solid
on top
state?
of that,
Is that
if you
that's what it
didn't
is?
sell a
Solid
certain
state
amount of
hard drive?
tickets,
I think it is.
the
I think
club
it's solid
kept that
state.
money.
Because the other one, yeah,
Anything
it's-
above that,
I know they're much
ticket
more
sale
expensive too. You want
was
to buy solid
$3
state
or
hard drives compared to the normal
$5
ones.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. This
4
one here,
times
you
the
don't
price.
even hear it run.
Yeah.
and those are
Normally
the
when you
bigger
turn one
venues.
on, it's like
Yeah.
you hear it.
Yeah, I'm from that area.
You hear it
too.
ringing.
So,
Yeah.
So,
you're familiar with that.
or you hear it kind of just.
Mancini's and all that.
Well, my
What they,
computer
you know,
at
like
home.
what they do
I have a
now, like
desktop
I
at
know
home,
with
and
Tim,
I hear it.
when Tim booked
all the
we
time,
had
and it's like-
Out of
OVCS,
noise,
we
you
had
have
a
to work
budget.
on this probably.
So
Oh,
we
yeah.
knew that we had X amount of money
This is
that
actually
we would
really
bring
good.
in a headliner
I love
and
this
all
thing.
the locals.
I mean,
Right.
I could take
Alright,
this
when
and
we
go
switched
to.
over
Like,
to
I've gone to a
booking
couple
at
of venues,
Adrenaline,
and
Rick
I
was
could plug
cheap.
this
Rick
into their
didn't
sound
want to
system
do that.
and have the sound.
He was
whatever
like,
coming,
for the
whatever's
locals
coming out of
had
their
to sell
speakers
tickets, okay?
runs through this,
And
I can run this through here and then
And it wasn't
broadcast it
a-
out. And I don't even.
if you don't
I
sell
can
them, you
adjust
gotta
the
buy
sound
them.
on here.
If you don't sell them, you
If
don't
it's
get
too loud,
paid.
it's,
You
it's
only got
distorted in
paid
my-
X
in
amount of
here.
dollars
Yeah.
I
on
know it's
per
being
ticket you
distorted
sold.
out, so I
So
just
if you
I lower
sold
it down, kind of adjust it a little bit.
8 tickets,
What program?
Yeah.
your
is
whole
the program
band
you
just
use
made
for this?
$16.
It's a Sam Broadcaster, Pro Broadcaster. It's about a $300 program.
If I'm not guaranteed, if I
That's
walk
not, I mean, a
into
lot of this
a
stuff isn't
venue,
cheap.
Damn, we got a lot of competition
my
on that
band is
Saturday
not
night, dude.
guaranteed.
To check the guitar bashes the same night, the Extremes,
If I do
House
not
of
make
Blues,
100
Dean Bays at the Salon, Ronnie Montrose things at the Observatory, Strawberry London with the whiskey.
Yeah, well, the
Ultimate
thing
Jam
about it
night,
is you're not
they're
getting an
doing
hour
it
slot.
at
You're
the
getting 30
instead of the
minutes,
whiskey down there because
and
it's
you're not going to make $100.
NAM.
It's just not going
That's
to.
weird.
Then we
Last in
don't.
line.
Then you don't get booked.
Right.
It's simple.
Right.
Unless you
One of the
go
better
to
ones.
Vamped.
Yeah.
Vamped.
Or definitely not
They pay.
on the
they
bottom
pay.
half of
I
that.
heard
That's
they're
no doubt about that.
And the reason why is because it's a tax write-off. They don't give a shit. But they'll pay like.
These guys want to come out. And
Like
see
for
Vicky
instance,
Campbell
I won't
from
mention the band name.
Minneapolis and
Tim and I
shit,
were
right?
booking
Right.
X
Yeah.
X
And it's
band,
close to the venue.
and we
which
got a
makes
really
big
great deal
difference,
of
too.
like
Oh yeah.
2 blocks away from them
$4,000
compared to driving
for the
fucking
package. For the
20
package.
miles.
Oh yeah.
Well, she decided she
I'm
wanted
renting a
that
car.
show.
I got a room out there.
So
at
before
the,
we got
the Wolf
our
Lodge.
our thing
So I'm staying
signed,
there.
our contract signed,
Renting a car.
we were going to pay him
going
what
out
for? she'll turn around and pay him 15.
Once I get there, whatever after party I go to,
So of course
I'm just
they're going to go where the money is.
Yeah.
And just
Can't
like,
blame them.
Not only
Can't blame
she's
her.
I grew up in Ventura
she
County,
broke the kneecap,
and so about 2 hours north
You know,
of LA.
because she doesn't care
And
if she
so
loses
I'm
money.
just like,
well, she's
I'm not driving in
also
LA. Never liked driving in LA.
money
Yeah,
coming in from
I don't
other
blame
things,
you.
so it
I
doesn't
don't know
matter.
how it is.
Like
It
one
didn't used to
time
bother me
we
when I
got in a
first moved there.
position where
Now,
we had
traffic,
too many issues.
it's
We
bad.
had
Like people just don't be blinkers
a show
anymore.
booked at
I'm surprised there's not
Adrenaline,
more
a
access
show
to what there
booked
is
at
to drive.
LVCS,
Crazy.
And then all of a sudden, killed. What's that? Killed
I didn't know
something
that.
ritual.
Kill Ritual?
No, it's a three
Kill-
name.
Kill
Three name
Switch?
one, not the two
Oh,
name.
Kill Switch Engage?
No. It's
Kill
the one
Devil
with.
Hill?
It's the one with. Son of a bitch! It's the one
That's
with
3 words.
Rex Brown's in it.
Kill Devil Hill.
Killed Over Hill.
Oh, okay.
Contacted us and they wanted to come to Vegas and they wanted to play on this certain day.
Right.
Well, we had both of our venues booked. I had no place to put them. So we were trying to figure out what we could do. And finally, Tim looks at me and he goes, I hate to do this. Call Corey. See if we can sell her the show. Now, Corey and Tim never speak. It's always through me. So I contact Corey and I said, okay, this is what's going on. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'll give you the show. And all I want back from the show is a booking fee. And she's like, okay, that's no problem. What do you want? It's $500. And she got the show super cheap. Super cheap. She's like, okay, I can do that. So I get a hold of Tim. I said, I sold the show. I got $500, $250 for you, $250 for me. He's like, right on. Okay, we got it all straightened out. Got a hold of everybody. Got the show switched over. Guess what happened? Didn't get paid. Did not pay the fee. Did not pay me. Did not pay Tim.
Let's go get the money.
Wow.
That's
She's got a lot of fucking nerve.
Well, you know,
otherwise, otherwise you're gonna have that show.
that sounds like when Bill was still alive in Mazari's.
Oh, yeah.
He used to pull shit like that all the time. And the worst thing is Carlos and I were talking about this last night. For a shitty slot, and that's the opening time, 9 o'clock, would run you $1,200. For the top slot, which was about 11 o'clock on a Friday or Saturday night, you're looking at $2,800 to $3,100 to play.
I believe it.
You had to buy your slot. Now, the thing is, and this is what you and I were kind of talking about, you had to sell a certain amount of tickets because the first quarter of half of what you had went to Bill or went to the club. So if you sold one ticket and they're $15 ticket, that's all you got paid. So not only did you lose $3,100, you lost time and all that. And even though you had all those people and they're granted,
Hello?
even though that
Everybody?
they've heard you, what's going to make you want to come back and play at
It's
a good venue?
it's cutthroat. It's cutthroat.
For a lift?
You know, it's,
You
we all know it.
that's
It's
all
all.
that.
And the only thing, like, and Tim and I, the reason why we
Why
work
she
so well
actually-
together is that we have the same attitude. All
How
we
much?
have to give is our word.
How
Right.
much?
That's all we have. Is because we don't own a venue.
Leave?
We have to like rent it and da 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 da
Let me
da.
call you back.
All we
I'm
have
doing
is
a
our
radio
word.
interview. I'll call you back. We'll
If,
figure
you
it
know,
out.
if I were to
Alright,
fuck a
brother.
band, I'll never be able to do anything in this town
Who is
again.
that?
Oh, that's my son.
You know?
My oldest daughter just got him for $20. He's
Yeah.
like, Dad, did you tell Kayla that you'd pay her back if I gave her money for a lift? I'm like, no. He's like, damn it, she just got me for $20. I
But
should've-
yeah, that's why we're working
Should've
so
called
hard
me
trying to
first.
find a venue.
There's this small place on Durango. It's called Blue Flame, and it's empty. I drive by it all the time.
Yeah, alright, y'all. I gotta go pick up my drunken bass player. He finally got the address to me.
I love
Yeah,
Russ.
Yeah. Thanks for having me over, brother.
Hey, no problem, man. It's great to have
Yeah.
you over. Love seeing you, dude. Love seeing you.
Hey, let's get a picture of everybody real quick.
Cool, man.
Yes.
Possibly not.
Yeah,
we
we're
do.
picture people.
I'm still trying to get a hold of Brandon. And he
Get
told
on
me,
the
he
couch,
goes, call me and I'll be there.
Let's get the monkey in
Call
there
him
too.
first time.
Monkey.
Get that damn monkey.
This
in there.
monkey has seen my boobs more than any male in this entire city.
Nikki's got a bad back, right? She was at the LPCS one time and she was like laid out, literally like laid out on the booth and shit. That's what I went up and I set my monkey on there, so he's all riding her and shit.
I think I remember that picture.
Right on, right on.
Are you doing like what?
He's taking it.
There we go. Getting that bird's eye view. Oh.
Oh, you can put your hand there. Just.
Oh, your
Oh,
friend?
Come on, fuck this.
Michelle, you're not getting in on this?
Yeah, come
Don't
on.
think too hard about it.
Or am I gonna?
You can sit on Nikki's lap.
You don't have to. I don't want to go with you,
So
bro.
what? It's a better picture.
There you go. Smile. Right on. Okay.
Hope I'm not too heavy. Sorry.
Hey, make sure you tag me in
Dudes,
that.
man.
Make sure you tag me in that so I can promote the show. Hey, nice to
Oh,
meet
yeah.
you, brother.
Yeah.
Good luck with your
I'll
TV
be
Good
show.
riding with you guys.
All right,
Later
man.
on, brother.
Oh, hey.
Peace out, brother.
Nice meeting you.
I wish I could hang out longer, but
Gotta do what you
got the
gotta
same
do.
problem you guys got.
I know. It's not her
And I
fault.
hope you guys find your fucking guy before you gotta go home.
We know he's alive at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He could be in the gutter.
At least I'm alive. That's
Well, he's
Doesn't
probably
do
walking
that.
the waterway that's over there by the hotel trying to.
Bye, sweetie. Love you.
Where did the girls run off to?
Restroom or
I'm gonna have to get
that
going
way.
too. I just have to. Oh, I gotta work.
I just tried him one more time, and if he doesn't answer back,
Yeah, we're about done anyway.
We'll come see you.
Well, if nothing, I'll see you
You
in a
gotta,
couple weeks.
yeah, you gotta celebrate my birthday because it's the next day.
Yep.
I'll give you
Yeah,
a shout out on stage.
55. I'll be 55.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Right on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, great woman. She don't even look it.
I always say I
Should be
can't
the
drive
speed limit,
55
man.
tonight.
Yeah, no
That's
shit.
gonna be a good.
And
Should be a Sammy Hagar song.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is her all-time
Sammy's
favorite
Of course I
song.
know. Come on.
Is I
Yeah.
Can
I can't.
I can't drive 55. I'm turned
Every
55.
time
Never
I
drive
get in the car with her,
55.
She had.
Over.
Well, not only that,
Over.
She has a friend who is the head.
Every day past 21 has been a blessing for me, man.
Colorado.
I was voted.
He came out here to see her.
21 in my high
She
school
had a
yearbook.
video of
Wow.
her holding on to the dash, and you
I was
could
already
see
partying
the white
my heart.
knuckles. Now, this is a cop who's done high-speed chases.
Oh,
And he's holding on to the dash. And this is live. I'm getting this. I'm up in Utah. And here's this cop, head sheriff, holding on to her dashboard for dear life. And his legs are stiffened. And she's doing like 85 in the 35 zone, you know, just. You've driven with her before, right?
yeah,
Haven't you?
she didn't drive like that.
Yeah, and so I nicknamed her Carrie Andretti. Carrie Andretti. She goes for it.
Nikki, you need to get pictures with Carlos and Orion.
Yeah, it's 3 days.